Hello Goenkans, hope you are doing good. We were going through human digestive system. We were done up to stomach. Today I'm going to teach you small intestines. The small intestines are tube-like structures and are longest part of alimentary canal. As we know, alimentary canal starts with mouth and terminates at anus. Fine. This longest part is about 7 meters long. Little bit of variation can be there because we are human beings. It is not like in every human being it will be 7 meters. Variation can be there. It lies coiled and folded in the abdomen. You are aware what abdomen is. I told you body has been divided into two parts, thoracic and the abdomen, or thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity. And these small intestines, they lie in abdomen. But they are coiled, they are folded because their length is 7 centimeters. So to accommodate them there, they need to be folded. Fine. They are divisible into three parts: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Duodenum is the anterior part. That means the first part is duodenum. The middle part is jejunum and the posterior part is ileum. Fine. These are the three parts of small intestines. The inner wall of the small intestines is provided with finger-like projections called intestinal villi. Villi is plural, singular is villus. Why they are there? They are there to increase the surface area. These villi are folded, they are finger-like, they are folded. So folded substances have, folded things have more surface area. Fine. So this villi increases the surface area. And when surface area is more surface will be available for absorption of digested food, and it aids in mixing actions. Fine. So after that, we will go through the secretions which duodenum receives. Duodenum receives secretions from the pancreas. It receives pancreatic juice from the pancreas, and for liver, it receives bile juice. Liver manufactures bile, but bile is stored in gallbladder. Please remember this point. Bile juice is manufactured by liver but stored in gallbladder. Fine. And then pancreas, it secretes pancreatic juice. A duct comes out from the pancreas and from gallbladder. From gallbladder, the duct which comes out, that's known as common bile duct. And from pancreas, the duct which comes out, that's known as pancreatic duct. Duct is a tube-like structure. Fine. And these ducts, they have a common opening. They open through a common opening in the second part of duodenum. Fine. And that region is known as ampulla of Vater. Opening is there, which from pancreas, pancreatic juice is poured, and from common bile duct, bile is poured, but the portion of the duodenum where it is poured, where the opening is, that is known as ampulla of Vater. Now what happens? The food, we can say chyme, because chyme was in small stomach, chyme was formed. That chyme is conveyed to the duodenum. In duodenum, whatever, if there are few things which are not digested in the stomach, they are digested in the duodenum. After duodenum, there is jejunum and ileum. They are concerned with absorption. Their role is they have absorptive functions. Fine. Now, in this pancreatic juice, we have lipase and trypsin. Lipase helps in absorption of fats, it helps in digestion of fats, and then trypsin, it helps in digestion of proteins. Lipase, I told you the words which end in ase, they are enzymes. Lipase is there, trypsin is there. Now, if we talk about bile, it's very important. Bile helps in the emulsification of fats. There in bile salts are there which help in emulsification of fats. Now, what is emulsification? Try to understand what does emulsification mean. The breakdown of fat globules in the duodenum. We are going through duodenum, isn't it? So the breakdown of fat globules in the duodenum into tiny droplets. Fat globules are big, they are converted into tiny droplets. Why they are converted into tiny droplets? To increase the surface area. You're getting me? So when the bigger globule is converted into tiny droplets, it is the surface area increases and enzymes work in an efficient way. And this is known as emulsification. And what helps in emulsification? It is the bile salts which are present in the bile, they help in emulsification. And where from bile comes? Bile is manufactured in liver but stored in gallbladder. If I give you the proper definition of emulsification, it is like this: the breakdown of fat globules in the duodenum into tiny droplets, which provides a larger surface area on which the enzyme pancreatic lipase can act to digest the fats into fatty acids and glycerol. So fats are when fat is a complex substance, isn't it? Enzyme works on it and converts it into simple substances. These simple substances are fatty acids and glycerol. Fat is complex, simple substances are fatty acids and glycerol. Fats are converted into fatty acids and glycerol by pancreatic lipase. Fine. The enzyme is pancreatic lipase, which is present in the pancreatic juice. But emulsification is different. Emulsification is breakdown of fat globules. It's not converting complex into simple. It's just breaking down bigger globules into simpler particles. And why this is happening? To increase, because smaller particles have more surface area. More surface area is there, pancreatic lipase will act on it, and then there will be conversion of fats into fatty acids and glycerol. And emulsification, this process is assisted by the action of bile salts. And where from these bile salts come? They are present in the bile. Fine. This was about duodenum, the first part of small intestines. Next part is jejunum and ileum. There is no digestion. What happens in jejunum and ileum? There is absorption of simpler food particles, because till now complex food got converted into simple food. It started from mouth, digestion started from mouth, conversion of complex into simple. Fine, it started from mouth and then ended in duodenum. If I recapitulate few things, digestion started in mouth, 30% carbohydrate digestion took place in mouth only, then esophagus had no role in digestion, fine, then stomach helped in digestion, then the first part of small intestines, that is duodenum, it again helped in digestion because pancreatic juice was there, and in pancreatic juice there was pancreatic lipase, pancreatic trypsin, isn't it? Then after that absorption will be there. Complex food got converted into simple food. This simple food should not move out of the body. It should not come out with feces. It should not come out with urine. If it comes out with urine, then there is a disease. Like if glucose comes out with urine, it is diabetes mellitus. Fine. In normal human beings, in healthy human beings, this glucose, this simple food, what I mean is simple food. Simple food particles are glucose, amino acids, simple fats, we can say fatty acids, glycerol. They are absorbed by the body and they go into circulation. Blood absorbs them. Fine. So what happens? Carbohydrates are complex, they are converted into glucose. Proteins are complex, they are converted into amino acids. Fats are complex, they are converted into fatty acids and glycerol. The food which we take, what that contains, that if you take breakfast, for example, you take chapati, you take butter, you take milk, Fine. These things, these substances, they possess complex substances in them, and body needs to convert them into simple substances. But those simple substances should be absorbed by the body. This emulsification question is very important from board point of view, CBSE board point of view. It is often asked as 3 marks question. Goenkans, please keep these things in mind. Fine. After that, this duodenum, what we have is jejunum and ileum, which is involved in absorption. Once absorption is done, this food will move to large intestines. Now, large intestines. Large intestines are about 1.5 to 1.8 meters long. But then why we call them large intestines? I told you small intestines are 7 meters long. Now I'm telling you large intestines are just 1.5 to 1.8 meters long. We call them large and small not on the basis of length. Please keep this point clear. Not on the basis of length. We call them large and small on the basis of width, diameter. Large intestine is wider compared to small intestines. That's why we call them large intestines. Fine. And then small intestines, what they have is they are long but diameter is short. Now, the role of large intestines is it absorbs water and electrolytes. After absorption, it forms the feces, and it has 3 parts: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon. Cecum is there, appendix is there. Appendix has no role to play, it's a vestigial part. After that, there is rectum. A rectum helps in storing the fecal matter. The waste which goes to the rectum, it's almost solid. Fine. It is almost solid. It's known as feces. Fine. It's known as feces. They are stored in rectum for some time, and after that there is anus. Fine. After that there is anus. The defecation, that is feces, are passed out of the body through anus. That's all about human digestive system. Now, a few extra points I will tell you. Like if we talk about pancreas, pancreas is a mixocrine gland. Mixocrine means it is exocrine as well as endocrine. Endocrine part is involved with the secretion of insulin, hormone insulin, which picks up glucose from the blood. The part which is involved in this digestion is exocrine part. Fine. The exocrine part of pancreas produces pancreatic juice, which aids in digestion. The pancreas is closely associated with small intestines, isn't it? Because pancreas releases pancreatic juice into duodenum. So keep this very clear. Remember this point. It will help you a lot in future. Pancreas is a mixocrine gland. It has 2 parts. This is the only gland of our body which is mixocrine. It has 2 parts, endocrine and exocrine. Endocrine is involved in the synthesis of insulin. Exocrine is involved in the synthesis of enzymes. So exocrine part is involved in digestion, and endocrine part has something else, some other roles to play, like insulin and all. Insulin is released by it, and few other hormones are released by the endocrine part. Now, if we talk about liver, liver is a digestive gland which is associated with small intestines. Liver is the largest gland in the human body. Very important question, often asked as MCQ. Which is the largest gland of human body? It is liver. And the smallest gland of human body is pineal gland. Fine. So liver is the largest gland. It weighs about 1.5 kgs in an adult human being. It is located in the upper right of the abdominal cavity. It is in the upper right side. You can feel it with your hand. Just put your hand on the upper right side of the abdominal cavity. Liver is there. And what is from the left side? It is stomach. We discussed this in stomach, that the location of stomach is upper left side of abdominal cavity. Now, functions of liver. What are the functions of liver? It secretes a fluid called bile, which helps in emulsification. Bile juice plays an important role in emulsification of fats and creating an alkaline medium, which is essential for the action of pancreatic enzymes. Pancreatic enzymes will work only when there is alkaline medium. Otherwise, they will not. We know it, the chyme which was in their stomach that had acidic medium, that was in acidic medium, that had acidic nature, HCl was there. Once it goes to the duodenum, then pancreatic enzymes are released there. They will not work in the acidic medium. Medium should be alkaline, and it is the bile which creates that alkaline medium. I hope I am clear. Next function is liver regulates blood sugar level in the body by retaining the excess glucose and converting it into glycogen. We have read this in lower grades. I am repeating it again. The excess glucose is converted into glycogen, which is stored in the liver cells. This is in case of human beings. If we talk about plants, the excess glucose is converted into starch and is stored in roots, fruits, etc. Next is it produces RBCs in the embryo, and it removes excess amino acids by the process of deamination. These were the functions of liver. You can go through your textbook, read between the lines, go through previous year question papers and try to solve them. Draw this. We are done with digestive system. You will draw a beautiful diagram of digestive system on your fair notebook. Label it properly. You can put oil pastels on it. Keep your concepts clear. I hope things are clear to you. Thank you, Goenkans. Stay safe, stay indoors. Bye bye.